Burgertime was released in May of 1987. Developed and published by Data East, Burgertime is a pretty faithful port of the 1982 single-screen arcade classic. Burgertime is mainly a score attack game where the main goal of the game is to complete hamburgers while avoiding enemy foods which will follow you and attack you. Controlling the protagonist, Chef Peter Pepper, you'll walk up and down ladders to various levels with ingredients on the floor. By walking over an ingredient, it'll cause it to fall, getting you closer to making a burger and also crushing any enemies underneath it. Burgertime can be quite frantic as there's a lot of enemies that are coming after you. Your only defense is your pepper attack, which you have an extremely limited number of uses. This makes avoidance and using the burgers you're making as your best techniques to stay away from enemies, which will cause you instant death if they touch you. Burgertime, despite its very simple premise, holds up extremely well as one of the most interesting arcade games from the 80s, and this port of the arcade classic doesn't disappoint. Although admittedly it does feel harder to get off the ladders and onto platforms in this version compared to the arcade version, which can lead to some cheap deaths if you're not careful. The game's graphics have the iconic early 80s arcade look with black backgrounds and bright popping environments and sprites in the foreground. Burgertime features a handful of fanfares and one main song during the game's levels. The song is repetitive, however it fits the game's frantic gameplay. Overall, Burgertime is always a solid bet when you want to play those iconic early 80s score-based arcade games. The game's easy to pick up and play, however difficult to master, which is the mark of a great score attack arcade game. Given the iconic status, I'd recommend that anyone that's in their early 80s score attack games to give this game a shot. NES Chronology is a Patreon-supported show, and would not be possible without the support of its patrons. If you'd like to support the show and receive some perks, click the logo and give what you can.